forecast first. Sponsored by Natex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, you may look at the radar. You pull it up on the WCIA 3 weather app. You may see this blue showing up, but that's not snow that is making it to the ground. It is actually evaporating because the air is really dry. So don't get too alarmed if you see that there. You may see a flurry or two, but nothing major. Warmer today. Hey, we made it out of the teens. But it was a chilly start to the day. 26 in Champaign and Mattoon, but we've still got a pretty good wind, making it feel closer to 14 degrees. As people make their way home tonight, finding those chilly conditions, temperatures steadying off a bit, kind of hanging in the low 20s here for much of tonight. We'll talk about warmer air and how overall the pattern really is calming down for us coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
Police say 3 teenagers were found with a stolen car. What else they're accused of having on them when they crashed it. Plus, a 5-year-old was left calling for help in the freezing cold at the wrong bus stop. What the school district says is being done to make sure it never happens again. And more than 80 dogs were taken out of a single home. What else police found inside?
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
Good evening. I'm Paul Cicchini. Jennifer is off tonight. 3 teenagers from Urbana were arrested in Vermilion County after being found in a stolen car. It happened near West Penn and 2nd Avenue in Hoopeston around 4 on Sunday. 18-year-old Tyrell Pettis and 2 minors were arrested. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays is here. So, Jamie, you spoke to neighbors. Do they remember seeing anything?
Neighbors told me they heard police sirens and then a loud crash. They stepped outside and saw a car had crashed. Police say 18-year-old Pettis, a 17-year-old, and a 15-year-old were in a stolen car. The 17-year-old was driving. When officers realized it was stolen, they tried to pull them over, and after a short chase, the driver of the car lost control and the car hit a speed sign and then a home. The teenagers ran away from police, but police found and arrested them. Police found a gun in the car. The teenagers were charged with possession of a stolen vehicle, unlawful possession of a firearm by a minor, and resisting or obstructing a peace officer. The 17-year-old driver was also charged with aggravated fleeing, an attempt to elude, failure to yield at a stop sign, and leaving the scene of an accident. Live in the newsroom, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Tough charges for those kids. Jamie, thanks. New at 5 tonight, Danville police are investigating another drive-by shooting. It happened yesterday around 4:30 near Fowler and English Streets. Police found a 25-year-old man who was shot in the leg. He said a car drove by and someone started shooting. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. A man was sentenced to 22 years in prison for beating his then-girlfriend and raping her. Lamont Wright was found guilty of assault, domestic battery, and resisting an officer. Wright and his ex-girlfriend got into an argument. He then choked her and threw her on the ground and forced her to have sex with him. A former teacher is accused of sexually assaulting a teenage student who attends school in Urbana. 23-year-old Alyssa Gustafson was a teacher at Circle Academy. Investigators say the two had an ongoing relationship between March and August. The student's mother says school leaders brought the issue to her attention and had called DCFS. She had no idea her son had the relationship with the teacher. She addressed the issue with her son, who told her he'd been involved with that teacher. She believes this hurts the trust a student should have with a teacher.
I'm very upset because this is someone that the kids are supposed to be able to trust on a daily. How are kids going to come to you if something's happening at home? How are they going to feel comfortable coming to a teacher, whether it's happening at home, outside of home, or whatever might happen to them?
The student believes Gustafson should face more criminal charges. We have a follow-up about a child who was dropped off at the wrong bus stop on Monday. The Decatur School District says new procedures are being put in place to prevent it from happening again. The bus driver called All-Town Bus Services after realizing what happened to the 5-year-old. The school district's director of operations met with the child's family and the bus company today to discuss it. They say they're working with All-Town to make sure it never happens again and say if a student is not comfortable getting off the bus, they don't have to. Police are investigating after more than 80 dogs were found inside a home in Champaign. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting joins us now. So, Courtney, that is obviously a large number of dogs. Was this a very big home?
Yeah, Paul, actually, we weren't able to find exactly what home it was, but investigators said they got a tip about the house on West Springfield Avenue by South Russell, and they said they decided to get a search warrant to look into it. What they found was, as I said, approximately 85 dogs is actually what police told me. Those dogs were all living in what animal control leaders described as unsanitary and poor living conditions. I talked to several neighbors who said they didn't know anything about those dogs, but they thought it was a terrible thing to keep so many of them inside one home. County Executive Darlene Clopel says about 20 of the dogs are being transferred to the Humane Society sometime this week. Animal control leaders said that 4 is the appropriate number for the amount of animals that should be staying in one home. Paul?
Yeah, 80 dogs just seems outrageous in any size home. Yeah, Courtney, thanks. Well, Animal Control says it's working on transferring all of the dogs so they can be adopted. But some have challenges because, of course, this is an ongoing investigation. In other news, a family is forced to find a place to stay tonight after a fire at their home. It started this morning near Bogey Drive and St. Andrews Circle in Rantoul. 2 adults, 2 kids were in the home when the fire started outside near the front door. They got outside safely as smoke began spreading inside, and the fire spread to the home next door. Crews got the fire under control, but to be safe, they evacuated other neighbors in that complex.
So we woke up because we heard the fire trucks, and so we started to smell smoke. So we opened the window, and it was worse inside, so I was a little freaked out about that. And then, yeah, they knocked on our door, and they said, you know, everybody has to evacuate. So we just sat outside in our car.
Firefighters are investigating the cause. They believe it was an electrical issue. They say damage could cost around $35,000 for those 2 homes. We're in the clear as far as the weather goes, but towing companies aren't. We'll tell you why they're still working long days. Plus, you've seen his face on our newscast for doing a good deed. Today, the man who saved a dog on Kaufman Lake is going national.